Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to have yet another in-depth conversation with you about resale and about your background with LuxAnthropy. So we're really excited. You were one of our early partners at Beni. We're really excited to kind of share more about what you do and what LuxAnthropy is. So wanted to kind of start the conversation a little bit with you sharing your background and kind of the why behind why you started LuxAnthropy.
Sure. It's so nice to be here, Sarah. Thank you for having us. And we love partnering with Benny. And proud to be one of the first few partners. So thank you for that. My background briefly is marketing and PR in corporate America. And I worked at Saks Fifth Avenue and Estee Lauder companies, and then one of the major jobs that I had at Estee Lauder companies was overseeing their breast cancer awareness campaign, which is a global effort to raise awareness. And then it really resonated with me, the whole giving back of it all. So after I moved to Los Angeles and was trying to figure out next moves, I've always been obsessed with resale. And we were trying to simply figure out like how, I mean, my co-founder and I were cleaning out our daughter's closets of clothes that were in mint condition, but they'd grown out of them. And it was kind of like, there's got to be a place where we can sell these things, make money, make a little bit of money, and give a little bit of money to charities that we care about. And we couldn't find anything. So we thought, well, maybe this is something that we create. And we benchmarked the idea with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, simply because I knew them so well, just to really, see what they thought. And they came back with why I don't understand why this isn't already being done. So then we knew that we had something. Fast forward now, we have 25 plus charities covering, from children's hospitals to, like I said, breast cancer research, to LGBT foundations, to AIDS foundations, to organizations supporting food insecurity issues, to veterans. It's really, and also to animal shelters. So we really, and more are joining. So we're really excited about what we've built.
So amazing. I feel like that there's so many things in retail and the circular economy that are win-win-wins, but you add in kind of supporting so many amazing charities and just it adds another win to that.
Yeah.
Would love to hear a little bit more, just kind of dive a little bit deeper into how LuxAnthropy works. So if I'm a seller, how does it work for where where the donation goes and things like that? Maybe share kind of an example of what an item has done for charity in the past.
Yeah, so it's like I mentioned, so we wanted to create a place where people could decide how much they wanted to donate, so that everybody's donation efforts are different, and it's all good. There's nothing that there's never a bad donation, right? So we basically set our donation minimum, asking our sellers, our consigners, to donate a minimum of 5% of their cut, so to speak, to one of our charity partners. And then we in turn donate 5% of our proceeds from that same item to the charity that they chose. So, it could be, like I said, it could be the 5%, or it could be, they could be donating 100% of their cut to the charity. So we really wanted to make it into a place where there's a lot of flexibility with the way you can donate.
That's so cool. I love that, and I love the matching and kind of the idea of every bit matters. I think that's a huge
Yeah.
at Benny too. We're all about progress over perfection. Of like even if it's just a little bit, it's a huge benefit. So I love that. And curious, I know that LuxAnthropy is continuing to expand, and you guys are based in LA and kind of there's starting to work with studios in LA and sort of other areas where people might not realize how much, clothing exists outside of our closets and in other places. So would love to hear a little bit about how LuxAnthropy is tapping into that whole world with studios and in the industry in LA.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. So, initially when we started, we reached out to people we knew, right? Like people in our circles saying, "Oh, we're doing this. What do you think?" That type of thing. And so those people started selling things, and then we really were very word of mouth in terms of sellers. But then initially we had some studio of involvement. From different when shows were ending or someone was leaving a show, that type of thing, and then so like a movie decided they wanted to sell a chunk of their inventory. So then we started pivoting and saying, well, actually, this is could be a really interesting niche, so to speak. So because studios are already sustainable and they give back, so why not create a place where they could do both at the same time, right? So when and also really allow them to focus and track their giving back efforts. So for example, if so we're working more and more with different studios, and they really are enjoying the flexibility to be able to choose different charities depending on the movie. Say, for example, there's a movie that's focused on autism, right? So then they'll be able to give the sell the inventory from that movie to support a foundation that helps people with autism, right? So they're able to really focus their giving back efforts on if it's either something that's related directly to the movie or their studio's charities that they focus on. And it also extends the life of the movie experience, right? For the viewer, because then they're able to say, oh my gosh, like I could actually buy that piece of merchandise that was in the movie. Like that's exciting for the viewer, right? So it really is a win-win all around.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, I think, yeah, just on even just thinking about, yeah, all the movies and the shows and all of the inventory that they have. And I think it's such a cool, again, obviously we're both huge fans of resale, but I think there's so many amazing facets of it. And one is that yeah, not only are you saving these articles of clothing from going to landfill or something like that, but you're also like you're experiencing something really unique and cool with your clothing
Mhm.
versus, buying it at a store or something like that that doesn't have that unique story to the piece of clothing. So I love that that it has that.
Yeah, and on the other part that's exciting is that all of the items have been really handpicked by very successful
More people.
stylists, right?
Yeah.
For this movie, and they're, authentic and all of that type of thing. So, if they're putting this jacket with those pants, and it's exciting that then you have access to something that a stylist picked out for a celebrity to wear in a movie. So
That's so
yeah, we love
cool.
we love everything about it.
That's amazing. Yeah, I didn't even think about that part, but I think that that's something that I know I could use a celebrity stylist for sure, and this is a cool way to get access to that. So I love that. So cool. Well, yeah, I'm curious, just like as you think about both working with studios and kind of Luxanthropy, like how do you think about the future of resale and online resale having, you know, I think we're all seeing that it's coming into this period of normalization and it's growing really rapidly. And so, yeah, just curious sort of what you think the next 5 years look like for resale and for Luxanthropy in particular.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good question. So I mean, I think for us, and I'm curious what you think, we, our primary place to sell is obviously our website, but we love the flexibility of partnering with, you all, because then we're able to reach even a broader audience, right? And also, others similar, but so I think that it's kind of creating, how do you meet your customer in how many different places, right? So we like the idea of just figuring out as many places we can meet them. Benny, we love working with you all, and we love what you've created with all of the with the IT and the capability and everything that you're bringing to people who actually may not have considered resale.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, I think obviously that I'm biased, but I think that I'm so excited. I'm so excited too. You know, there's all these amazing pieces of inventory on LuxAnthropy and increasingly so with your work with studios and others. And so I think it'll be really fun to bring that to new people and bring it into a space where it's not just your power sellers or your power users, power buyers that are like going out of the, going and digging and finding it.
Yeah.
But also we can bring it to them. So super excited about that.
And it makes it easy, right?
Yeah,
It's one-stop shopping. Um,
exactly,
so,
exactly,
who's not looking for easy?
exactly. I know. I agree. Well, another thing that I wanted to just highlight was the fact that obviously you're a female founder. We are a female founded company as well, and so I think that again, there's so much opportunity to support each other as partners in this business, but also as female founders in this industry. And so, would love to hear a little bit about your experience as a female founder. If you have advice for others who are coming up in the industry, in resale or beyond.
Yeah, no, it's exciting, but also super challenging, I think, to be a female founder. For in many different ways, right? So, I love the fact that Benny is such a novel idea and has a great IT behind it. But I love it even more because it was founded by a woman, right? So I feel like we have to support each other, right? And not that support it if you don't support if you don't believe in it, but like even if there's someone that I know other people who are starting companies and they're starting on their own, and just like sharing tips, like how did you do this or how did you do that, and what did you learn here and what shortcuts did you find there. I mean, I feel like that I always appreciated that. I know we did on our end, and I love like playing it forward, right? I think that's so important. And you can do that in so many different ways with people that you even may not know that well, and everyone just appreciates it. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that there's definitely I felt some pressure to act in ways that are maybe more aggressive or more like focused on not sharing things with competitors or whatever in the past. And I think that's just like
Mm.
not the way we do things. And, I think that I've been so fortunate to have like we have a lot of female investors, we have a lot of, fellow founders who are women and and not women. But I think that there is something where seeing other people who are founders that look like you, that kind of approach the business in similar ways to you, I think is really powerful. And so the more we can do that, the better. And it's been interesting because I do think a lot of um, founders in resale and founders in kind of climate focused companies are women, which is interesting. And so I think we're definitely in good company with you and with others in the space. So
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
I
Yeah.
love it. Well,
Snap.
yes, exactly. Well, this has been such a wonderful conversation. I'm so excited to continue to share LuxAnthropy through Benny, share LuxAnthropy through this conversation, and just kind of as we try to spread the word about resale. And so, on that note, would love to just open up the floor to you at the end here. If there's anything you want to share in terms of how folks can support LuxAnthropy, shop through LuxAnthropy, things to look out for in the future.
Yeah, so our website, so you can shop a number of different ways on our website. You can shop by item, obviously, if it's if you want a dress or shoes or whatever. And but you can also shop by charity. So if you go to our charity partner page, you can click on the logo if you want to shop by items that, for example, support Alexandria House, which is a house here based in Los Angeles, for women and kids, a rescue house, so to speak. So, I mean, there's so many different ways you can shop the website. We love that, but we are excited to be really the leading high fashion resale website that's purpose driven. And we authenticate all of our items, and we're selling things at up to 80% off retail. And everything we sell is very curated and next to new, essentially, if not new with tags. So we're very proud of that, and it's taken a while to get here, but we're so excited, and we have exciting announcements about new partnerships with studios coming up. So stay tuned.
Amazing. Well, I'm so excited to see those partnerships continue to grow, LuxAnthropy continue to grow, and love the fact that you can shop in these different ways and shop in a way that helps the planet and helps support, charities that resonate, and all the 25 partners that you have. I think that's huge, that you are supporting so many different people in so many different areas. So love it. We're so excited to be partnered with LuxAnthropy. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. And we'll continue the conversation and continue to grow the world of resale together.
Thank you, Sarah. We love you guys. We'll see you very soon.